up? It's Dean. Welcome to Manful Yoga. It is our morning yoga challenge. We are on week 3. It is day 4 of week 3, so that is 10 plus 4. This is day 14. All right, are we back? Is this working again? Sorry, I lost connection for a second there. All right, so this is, let's see here. Like I said, this is week 3. It is day 4 of week 3. So we're on day 14 of the Manful Yoga Morning Yoga Challenge. You can join the challenge at any time at manflowyoga.com/morning30. manflowyoga.com/morning30, and you can join the challenge for free at that page. That's also going to enter you for a chance to win the Manful Yoga giveaway. That's part of this challenge. We do one of these giveaways every Friday. So we'll have 6 total winners. We've already had 2. We've got 1 tomorrow. And you're going to get a Manful Yoga Cork yoga mat, a Manful Yoga Guyoga training program, and a bunch of Manful Yoga swag, a tank top, some other cool stuff. All right, so we're going to be doing 3 poses today in just about 5 minutes. These poses do kind of get more difficult as the challenge goes on. Just an increasing difficulty trend. So just do your best. I'm going to walk you through the technique as we do these, and hopefully you follow along, and maybe you learn something. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with a warrior 2. We're going to start with the feet wide, like this. Push into the outer edges of your feet. Hug your thighs toward one another. Now, I recognize it might be the morning for you. You don't have to follow along live to be part of this challenge. It might be the morning for you, so if it is, you might want to have your feet a little bit closer than you normally would, as you're probably not too warm yet. Turn your right foot out. Bend into your right knee over the ankle in the front foot. Hug your legs toward one another, so my heels squeeze toward one another. Everything is hugging in toward the middle. Right leg is squeezing in toward the middle. Left leg squeezing in toward the right leg. Pull your ribs up and away from your hips. Try to keep your butt under your shoulders. Make sure your butt isn't poking out behind you. And then with your palms or your arms, this time I want you to actually turn your palms up. So traditionally in a warrior 2, palms face down. We're going to go palms up here. And then look straight over your middle finger. And I encourage you to try this variation out when you are doing yoga, if you go to yoga classes, or if you're following along to one of my workouts online or one of my workouts on my members area. I encourage you to, if you like the way that this variation of Warrior 2 feels with the palms facing up, go for it. Make sure that you're keeping your chest facing to the outside and looking straight over your right hand here. As you exhale, you can sink deeper into the pose. All right. And then let's pivot and switch sides. So turn the right foot in, turn the left foot out, bend into your left knee over the ankle in your front foot. Squeeze the left knee out to the left. So you want to make sure that, so just for example, if you're looking at me straight on here, you want to make sure that that left knee isn't caving in toward the middle. Okay, so make sure the knee squeezes out. Allow your hips to sink forward. Squeeze your legs toward one another. That's really important. And then make sure that you're pushing into the outer edge of your back foot. So it's the difference between allowing your foot to kind of cave in a little bit and then pushing into it. We want to keep your hips under your torso here, and we're leading with the hips. So make sure that you're not kind of surfing here, right, and reaching with your arm, but you want to lead with your hips, your shoulders follow. Palms face up, and breathe. And if you're noticing that your knee is going way past your ankle, I would recommend bringing your feet further apart. So, for example, if you're right here and your knee is going way past the ankle like that, then bring your stance a little bit further apart. Otherwise, you're not going to get a decent hip stretch here. And again, keeping your butt under your torso, not letting your butt poke out behind you. All right, let's go ahead and end that. From here, we're moving into a wide-legged forward fold variation 2. When you say 2 on the end of it, it just means that we're doing interlaced fingers behind the back. It's way shorter than saying wide-legged forward fold, interlaced fingers behind the back, which is like 15 syllables. It's way too long. So wide-legged forward fold 2, we're going to push into the outer edges of your feet. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Now, this is difficult, okay? Right? This takes a lot of shoulder mobility to be able to bring my hands behind my back and interlace my fingers. So what I want you to do is, if this is new for you, I want you to start by bending your elbows, okay? And you're going to work on squeezing your elbows toward one another at the back, pulling your chest open and making your chest really big here. So this is what it looks like from the side, right? Elbows squeezing in. And then from here, I'm working on building engagement through my upper back. So I want to feel the muscles in my upper back engaging, right? I want to feel those muscles, particularly between the shoulder blades. I should feel those working as I do this, and also in your traps. And then if you can, maybe interlacing the fingers, maybe not though. So you can also hold a strap or a t-shirt or basically anything, hold it between your hands like this, like you see right now with my hands. And then we can do it like that as well. Now going into our wide-legged forward fold, hug your legs toward one another, bend your knees, and then pull your chest forward and up. So we're actually not going to fold right here. Mosquito. Gotcha. You're going to bend your knees. That way we can help keep the back flat. Continue to keep a firm grip on your hands, squeezing your arms away from your back, pulling your chest forward. Abs are tight. And again, a lot of engagement through your upper back here. So think of this as a strengthener for your upper back and not just as a chest stretch. Squeeze your legs toward one another, push into the outer edges of your feet. I'm going to do one more breath here. And then go ahead and release your hands. Pull yourself back up. Back stays flat. You want to make sure that you don't get your back into the C shape and then lift out like that. That's just not going to feel good at all. So try to keep your back flat, protect your spine. And then our final stretch is half moon with your legs bent. So half moon is a really great balancing posture. It's challenging, but it's very effective and it's fun. It's kind of based on your warrior two. So you're going to start in a warrior two with your legs. And we're going to move from here into a balance on your right leg with the right toes facing forward and your hips facing to the outside. So if you have a block, blocks are really useful in yoga. If you don't have a block, you can use anything that brings the ground up to you. I've seen one of our members use a flower pot before. You can use a water bottle, anything that's somewhat stable and about a foot tall. And then from there, you're going to bring your hand to that block or whatever it is. Shift your weight to your right foot. Try to keep your shoulders and your chest facing to the outside. And then you're going to lift that back leg. We're going to keep the leg bent here initially. Okay, so this is the goal. Doing this half moon with your leg bent. Try and point your right toes to your right hand. Okay, don't get your hand way back here. There's a reason for this. This is going to help us open up your adductors, your inner thighs as we do this. And then roll back your top shoulder. Again, notice that my knee is bent, and I'm going to squeeze my left leg up here. Okay, so I'm not just keeping it relaxed, keeping it up. That's actually going to help with balance, and I'm going to get some strengthening for my outer left thigh and my glutes here, which is good. Again, torso rolls back, so my chest is facing open. If this is still challenging for you, if you don't have enough flexibility to do this, bend your knee more, or again, you're going to use that block or something to help you balance and lift the ground up a little bit. Give this about 5 more seconds. And then release. And now switching sides. Kaya has stopped coughing. Good job, Kaya. Not choking on a stick anymore. All right, so starting in that warrior two again. Knee over the ankle and the front foot. I'm going to keep my hips and my shoulders facing the outside. From here, one way I like to get in this is to kind of like tiptoe off my back foot and then kick up lightly. So here I'm going to do that. Bring my hand to the ground. Kick that back foot up. Just lift it up lightly. Left toes are going to face my left hand. I'm going to keep my hips above my heel, bending the knee at first, and then again, get active through your right leg. If you're having balance issues here, I feel bad for you, son. That was a weird quote from Jay-Z. But anyways, We're going to have, if you're having balance issues here, then look down. Okay, so look down at your left hand, look at the ground. That's going to help you initially. And as you get better at balance, then you can start to look to the outside. But that is challenging. It's just a kind of a weird position. And especially when we start to look to the side or up as we balance, then it gets even more challenging. So again, we're going to just keep the knee bent. You're going to look down at the ground, or if you want, you can look to the outside. Squeeze your right leg up, keep that active, and then start to roll your right hip on top of your left hip if you can. That's going to make a really deep stretch through your left inner thigh, but if you can do it, go for it. And then you can also try and roll back that right shoulder so you're opening your chest up to the outside. Right hand can go to the right hip. You can also extend the right arm up. And again, this is called Halfmoon. 5 more seconds. And then go ahead and come back down. I like to come out of it into Warrior 2. That's just a fun way to come out of it and challenge yourself with balance a little bit. And that's it. So those are our poses for the day. We had, again, 3 poses. We went through the Warrior 2 with the palms up. Camera does not want to play with me today. All right, we went through 3 poses. Oh, there we go. It has a setting that I can screw it in. So we went through 3 poses today. We did our Warrior 2 with palms overhead, right? Or sorry, with palms facing up. Really cool variation. I like it because it gets a little external rotation to the shoulders. We get a little more shoulder opening. From there, we went to our wide-legged forward fold 2. Hands interlaced behind the back, right, like this. This is a great way to strengthen your upper back and help address a lot of the issues that come with a lack of shoulder mobility and shoulder pain. And then we finished off with Halfmoon. So the Halfmoon is a challenging balancing posture. It's probably one of the most challenging balances in yoga, but very good for building proprioception. For building your proprioception is kind of your ability to sense your body. So it's very good with building proprioception and building balance and body awareness, just because it's kind of an awkward pose, right? And that's it. So if you want to join the challenge, go to manfulyoga.com/morning30. We are doing a giveaway every Friday involving a Manful Yoga Cork yoga mat. We've got a Manful Yoga Guyoga training program, which is a really awesome beginners yoga for men program. And then we've got our tank top and some other swag that we'll be giving out. So all in all, it's about $150 worth of stuff, and we're giving out 6 total packages. So the next one is going out tomorrow. So sign up, you might win. And then we do a question. I like to do a question with these to try and learn a bit about more about you guys. So my question for you today is, I've been asking a lot of stuff about you. Now I want to ask you a question about, how do you know me? So if you're watching this right now, are you a member of the Manful Yoga members area? Have you been to my website? Are you doing any of my programs? Maybe you're doing 10 by 7. Maybe you're doing my 7-day intro. So if you're doing any of my free programs, let me know. Or are you brand new? Have you been following me on YouTube for, a day? Has it been a few months? Just let me know how you know Manflow Yoga here in the comments. I'd love to hear. Just get an idea of who's commenting. That's not what I want to cover. And I'll just go for the comments really quick and say if there's any questions. All right, we've got some good mornings. San Diego, audio is working. Cool. Washington, D.C. New to Manful Yoga, found you on YouTube. Cool. All right, guys. So that's our challenge for the day. If you want to check out any of the past challenges, they are all on this YouTube channel. So check out my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We put out great content as often as we can. By the way, if you're watching this video and you liked it, actually give it a like. Click the like button. It really helps with us finding new subscribers and helping to grow what we're doing here. And one thing I wanted to mention after you subscribe and hit the bell button to make sure that you're getting notifications when we release new videos. One thing we've been doing over the past week, and we do this every few months, is member talks. So we do this crazy thing with Manful Yoga where we actually set up we kind of set up an hour, or so we set up hours of time in the afternoon. So we dedicate a morning or we dedicate an afternoon to this, and we have our members sign up to talk with us, and we talk with our members to get to know them better. We try to understand them. What are your hobbies? How old are you? What do you like about Manflow Yoga? What made you want to learn more about Manflow Yoga? So we do these questions, and the whole point is trying to understand our customers the best that we possibly can. Um, and so some things that are coming up. What do people like most about Manflow Yoga? It's number one is the technique focus. So if you're watching this video and you're like, oh wow, Dean actually went through the technique, and I know what I'm supposed to feel in my body, and I know why I'm doing this maybe, and I know the proper technique and the proper muscles to engage. That's something that our members really like. Um, it's something that the Manflow Yoga community really respects, and they enjoy that, getting that from their workouts, and that's all part of what we do, especially with our members area, where we upload workouts every week, and we create programs, structured workout programs you can actually follow along to. Another part of what people really like is the non-spiritual aspect of Manflow Yoga. So when I was first starting yoga, I was a college lacrosse player, and to me, I just wanted to work on my core strength. I wanted to work on my flexibility. I wanted to learn how to take care of my body just in a different way. I had done a lot of weightlifting. I've done a lot of sprinting, um, but but uh, but but I hadn't done a lot of the stuff that we do in yoga, right? Balancing, working on flexibility, working on stretching, that kind of thing. And to me, the whole spiritual aspect just didn't make any sense. That's fine if you like doing the spiritual aspect and you like doing the spiritual stuff involved in yoga. But for me, that's just not something that resonated with me, and that's not what I do. Um, so I wanted to create a brand of yoga that was entirely focused. I wanted to create an approach to yoga that was entirely focused on the physical fitness side. And actually went out and initially I just tried to find something. Hey, is there a yoga for athletes or a yoga for men that focuses on non-spiritual yoga? And there wasn't. So eventually I started a YouTube channel because I wanted guys in particular to see that, hey, you can do yoga and it's cool and you'll get strong and you don't have to do it in a spiritual way. And from there, it eventually grew into what it is today, which is this huge brand of yoga focused on yoga for men, on non-spiritual yoga. So, um, so for me, anyways, so that's kind of why I started Manful Yoga, and that's largely what a lot of people are here for. It's because they're getting the technique aspects, they're understanding the proper technique, what they should feel in their body, what they're supposed to feel, what are the benefits of the postures, and then the second part of that is that it's non-spiritual yoga. So it's yoga that doesn't require you to come and necessarily, not that yoga can be, I don't want to get into this whole conversation, but the point is that this is non-spiritual yoga. Come get a workout, and the other stuff is just not part of this. And that's what I wanted to do, and that's what a lot of people who are still using Manful Yoga and use Manful Yoga are interested in it for. So, anyways, I know that not everyone agrees with that, and that's okay. We actually still have a lot of people who enjoy the spiritual aspects of yoga, and they use Manful Yoga because they get more of the physical focus that they're not getting from some of their other yoga classes. So, anyways, just a bit about Manful Yoga and some of our community. So I wanted to say thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the session. Hope you're enjoying the challenge and you're part of it. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good morning. Thanks for joining. And again, if you haven't signed up for the challenge yet, you can sign up at manfulyoga.com/morning30. Thanks for watching and have a great day. I'll be here tomorrow. And then also we're doing these challenges Monday through Friday, now through August 23rd. So you can join in anytime. You can follow along live. We go live at 8 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. But then you can also watch the videos anytime you want. So you don't have to follow along live. You can always follow along a day behind or, a year behind. Just still here. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.